That was so loud.
What?
That was so loud.
Well, we're recorded, so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, you're the host. If you can let everybody in. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hi. So nice to meet you all. Can you I love when people use the chat. So can you use the chat and well, first of all, let me know if I'm too loud or too quiet. I know we are using a mic, which I could switch from, but ideally we would use it because it would be better audio. So let me know if the volumes are all right. And then please share your, oh my God, hi. Please share your name and where you're from. And as well, if you could share if this is your first time with Moon Rising, if you've been working with me before, I mean, if you've been working with me before, I'm going to know you, but, and share, yeah, if this is your first time with Moon Rising. And I want to know if this is anybody's first time ever doing energy healing, because that would be really fascinating to know. Do share, do share, do share, do share. And asking my assistant if you want to share anything, that would be amazing as well. And I will say this probably a few times. If you could try to keep your mic muted, that would really help so that there's not excess noise. And we would all say thank you. So let me read these. Hello from Dallas. Volume is kind of low. I'm trying to keep this as still as I can. Is this any better? Is this louder? Let me know. Is it too loud? I will also be singing, so it's going to have lots of variety. First time, not first time. It's been a while. It has been a while. It's been like, God, I don't even know. Year and a half? Year and a half. Long time. You can hear me now. Yay! Tuning in from Florida. Of course, when I leave the mic, it will change. So I'll do my best to be as still as I can. But I'm also a very dynamic person, so that's hard. Anyway, hi, Jen. Yes, if you have to shift your own audio settings, this would be a good time to do that. I'm not the techie, so I can't tell you exactly how, but do as you need. I try to use a nicer mic so that if I decide to sing, it will sound a little bit like you're live. Vancouver, new to your work. I'm a seasoned Reiki master. Amazing. 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 First for moon rising, not first for energy healing. Beautiful. Thank you all for coming. I think it may have been Amy who said that she was here to celebrate like as a birthday gift. And I was like, that is the best birthday gift ever. And I just love that. So if I'm correct with that and it's someone's birthday gift, please, yes. So everybody send happy birthday vibes to Amy because that is so amazing that you're spending it with us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I end up with a lot of healers pretty often, and I love that. I wrote this somewhere recently. I think of myself as the healer for the healers, because you all are helping humanity so greatly and so much, and I want to help you shed the limitations, shed the karmic weight, shed the layers, so that you can better rise in your purpose. Because we need you. Oh my God, the world right now, we need you. So thank you for being here. I assume there'll probably be some people that come late. But also, if you see this on replay, know that you are getting the exact same experience. It always works just as well on replay. Ooh, pardon. And thank you. And a newborn, almost 4 months. Oh my God, amazing. Oh, beautiful. So, my friends, if you are new to me, especially if you don't mind having your video camera on, at least for a bit, because I want to get to know your energy, because I'm going to be in your energy. So, hello, beautiful faces. Hello, hello. Of course, in the deeper part of it, you certainly don't have to. Feel free to have as much privacy as you like, but it would be great to see your wonderful faces. Hi, 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 hi. So, I'm going to do something unique. I'm going to start this with a 5-minute presentation just to share who we are, who I am, what we do, and some client wins to kick it off because it feels really exciting. I want to share with you what's possible. I want you to know what's possible. And then After that, we are going to get cracking on. It's so British of me, getting cracking on. And we're going to do meditation, a small amount of karma clearing. We're going to clear probably 2 to 5 patterns today on judgment and on wanting to feel validated. And we're to do something to get in the divine flow for all of our chakras. And the reason is, as you can probably tell, it's manifestation week. And it's always possible to manifest so much more than you possibly know. But the information that's out there, there's just a lot to say about it and more that we can do to make it easier. We are always I just saw, so I see, hear, feel, and know. So I'll be seeing visions, I'll hear things, and that will guide everything. Hi, Kelly. Nice to meet you. Hello. Hi. Please share where you're tuning in from. But it's almost like we are like an antenna. And our frequency really does bring in where we are vibrating at that time. And obviously, day in, day out, we have all sorts of people around us and feeling all sorts of emotions around us. But most of all, what's deeply within our core being, no matter what kind of trauma has come from our family or wherever it may be, these things can subconsciously affect what we bring in. And so we want to be as clear as possible, to rise as much as possible, and to be in a high frequency to bring in what we want. So today is the kickoff of that. So I'm just going to read this comment and then we'll start the presentation. Awesome. I haven't been that way in so long. But for those who don't know, I'm actually from Boston and I live now in London. And I also lived for a year in Germany. So I've truly been all over. And I also recently did a retreat in Spain. So I love to travel and I love meeting women from literally all over the world. It is so amazing. Oh my gosh, Alabama. I also lived in Florida, which is kind of close. And I've driven through Alabama and pretty sure I faced a tornado in Alabama like a few years ago, but that's another story. Okay, my friends. So, oh, actually, Kristen, if you can make me the not make me a host, but if you can allow me to share screen, Kristen, please, that would be amazing. Jacksonville, Florida. I went to school in Tallahassee, so I know Jacksonville. you know, you know. That means we were enemies, but we're not because we lead in love. So, yes. Oh my God, what are the chances of that? FSU. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let us kind of just breeze on through. So, yeah, as I said, I've never started one of these with a presentation before, but because we have so many new people, I really want to. So, hello. Hi, I run Moon Rising. It's amazing to meet you all. So, what we are here for, raising human consciousness and self development on a global scale. So, spiritual healing meets self development through a radical combination of timeline healing or karma clearing and sound healing through the voice. So, you will hear me make all sorts of sounds. I completely channel as I heal, so I'd have no clue how it's going to come out. I'm also a very high singer, so it may come out very high frequencies. We are solution to grief, loss, disease, poverty, powerlessness, and our whole goal is to help you go from hungering or wanting or separation from what you want to being, to becoming, because when you become, it all just flows to you. So it is this consistent journey of going up a spiral where it's never healing, and change is never a straight line. That's unrealistic. If someone says, boom, it's a straight line up, that's not true. It is a spiral and it goes in waves, but we go through different chapters and different up levels. And where I come in is to help you go through the big ones and as well to provide tools and resources for you to go up consistently. So, a tiny bit about me and this business. If you're new, as I said, I'll keep this part super short. So I am also a Reiki master in Karuna, Holy Fire, and Usui. Source, because a lot of people ask me this, so I really want to talk about it. I was personally attuned to karma clearing. I never expected that to happen. And a lot of people were like, how did your gifts in something so specific and so different open? And the answer is by healing my own trauma, by closing a doorway on a karmic contract. Because when, especially with healers, we tend to find that we've got some of the hardest roads, some of the most intense roads, some of them, like, if you know, you know. All the healers in here, you know. And so I truly solved a specific trauma around abuse with somebody in my life that made me feel very captive. And when I resolved that, this gift opened and it keeps evolving over time. It keeps blooming and blossoming. And if you are somebody that uses spiritual gifts to help humanity, you will probably also find the same. And the more you clear and lift these patterns, and the more you do this work, especially in large capacity, more will open. So with Moon Rising, it went from an idea to a company that's been able to 5x yearly since it began. We have run 11 successful programs, holy cannoli, and today will be the opening of our 12th. Oh my gosh. And from the bottom of my heart, there's nothing I love more than seeing people succeed, than seeing people have those, oh my God, I get it moments, and seeing people not only step into their highest, but seeing them affect so many other people. That is why I'm here. So if that speaks to you, you're definitely in the right place. So, how it's different. Mindset work, definitely important. But beneath that, where mindset work starts is a deeper place. And in Moon Rising, we work through karmic patterns and things that we lift vibrationally from our aura and patterns and trauma we've had from all timelines. So it is deep, deep, deep stuff. Manifestation, also important, also a part of this. But as I said, it's layered. And if we are trying to manifest something and going in and out of alignment, which today is alignment day, so we're going to talk about that, then there's more to do. And as I said, really making sure that we are actually matching the frequency of what we want that to be. Whether it is the frequency of receiving, the frequency of love, the frequency of expansion, these are all things that we can shift to. So, as I said, Moon Rising reaches the core of our soul's ascension through several modalities, that all of which I download from Source and custom channel. I also custom channel based on the groups I'm with, both live and on replay. So you being here actually affects what happens, which is really, really cool. And because these just feel so happy, I just want to share some of these to give you some inspiration of what is possible. So, of course, it's possible to feel something in a first session. I hope everybody does today. But the magic of this lies in doing it deeply over time, doing it over a program, doing it over a period of time, doing it over anything that is elongated. So, you can see these are pretty awesome. Coming into your gifts, expanding your gifts, getting out of debt, feeling into your purpose, lifting skin conditions, releasing self sabotage, crazy things that happen financially that I always love to read about that. I don't feel the pressure to hustle and made immediately 2K. Amazing, amazing dream car. It like truly this work is the gift that keeps on giving. And this one makes me super smile. I left an unaligned relationship, healed my relationship with money, dropped self-doubt, and stepped into my life as a digital nomad, is what somebody wrote. And I'm like, yes, queen. Yes, 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 yes. So the last thing about this, as you probably already know, but I want to just give the pieces that I can. Our inner world mirrors our outer world. Mind you, like if something happens with our cat, this does not mean, oh my God, I've said something about myself that has to do with a cat. Sometimes it's somebody else's karma. Sometimes it's somebody else's pattern. But overall, the quality and kinds of relationships that you attract directly affect how you feel about yourself. Same thing with our relationship with money, our relationship with stability, our relationship with self worth. All of these things are a direct mirror. The more you clear, the more you heal, the more you attract more of what you want, and you continue to go up and up. And this I thought really captured it. This was written by somebody who I worked with over the last year, and this was after her time in August with me. Ended a soul contract with her mother, and that meant a better relationship with her mother and no longer, oh, the volume just got better, and no longer feeling depleted. How many times have you ever felt depleted by somebody versus like receiving energy? I hope everybody receives so much energy. I promise I will bring the game. And then the other one, cleared limiting beliefs and cords around keeping herself small, causing her to stay quiet, which then translates as using her voice in the moment with courage, speaking up when something doesn't align. And these things just get better and better and better. I hope that's inspiring. And then we get into today, and then we're going to start today. So, how to do it. Use your breath, use your breath, use your breath. I will guide you. Use your visualization. Know that anything is possible to move, even if you don't understand it, even if you can't see it. So any place, let's just make an agreement. Okay, we're gonna long distance shake hands, hug. I would prefer to hug from afar. That we are just going to decide that anything is possible to shift starting literally now, starting right now, period. We don't need to see proof. We don't need to understand it. We don't need to any of those things. That we can shift is simply because we decide and because we've shown up. Do not let the mind control. Instead, let yourself receive. Also, super common for people to fall asleep in healings. And if that happens, raise your hand if you've ever fallen asleep in one of my healings. Probably, well, somebody that sees this at some point, I'm sure would say yes. Anyway, if you do, it's usually because it's quite full on for the body, for your energy, for your nervous system. And then the self tries to go, okay, I can receive it better if I'm asleep. If that happens and you can't stay awake, just allow it. But if that happens, I would suggest to watch this again. If possible, try to stay in that balanced theta state between awake and asleep. So today kicks off, this is the last of my announcements and stuff, the whole week of activities in Moon Rising. Do as much as you can because they will benefit you. And the next free events are October 26th and 28th. And the 26th is Hot Seat Karma Clearing. So you definitely want to be there because that's going to have more karmic work directly with people and their stories. And it's like so inspiring to watch, and you'll receive based on what other people say. So make sure you've got those dates. And then there is today. And as I said, or I didn't say, at the very end of today, I will also share what opens today and how you can work together with me for the most full on way that I have offered in a year. So, timing about a year and a half span. So, if you're someone that's like, I want to really go all in, today really would be that perfect day. Also, because first days always bring tiny discounts as a way of saying thank you. So, whether you decide to, no matter what, I would say just let this be the opening of possibility, and know that whether it is today or in the future, there's a way to work together consistently at all price points, all places. So let's just get started. So, let me do that. Change. Beautiful. Okay. I just want to stir some discussion before we start to do some healing. When it comes to judgment, can we just take a moment to search within? How has judgment affected my ability to manifest? Have I ever felt judged in my life? What did that look like? Anything you want to share, put it in the chat. How has judgment affected the way I divinely show up? Whatever comes to mind. It could be in business, it could be in love. How does judgment affect me? That's the question for the group. Mm. Angela, that's like pretty much dead on like what I channeled for the group. Eye opener, great. Not a bad thing. So someone said I judge that I'm not as far as I want to be. And when I was tuning into class, I got something about time, the pressure of time. It has to be now. And if I'm not there, then who am I? I think I judge myself without even realizing. Jenny, I would encourage you to allow yourself to let a memory or something come in where you may have shown yourself judgment, where it may have just happened accidentally. Allow that to just set the intention that if you're willing to, I'm willing to see a place I may have judged myself. And sometimes it can be just stopping the self versus going for it. It could be anything. Angela, I'm not sure I understand. Sarah, it has been everything for me. huge in all areas of my life, but especially money related. Is there a way that it has shown up for you, Sarah? Kelly, afraid to show up more openly for fear of judgment. Got you. Vibe I feel in regard, I'm hard on myself. So, sending to Rachel, a lot of us are hard on ourselves. A lot of us expect, we got to feel our best every day. We got to show up the best we possibly can every day. We have to hit this high, 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 high standard. But when we do, we are actually being restrictive with our energy versus pouring in self compassion, pouring in self love. Dania, I also judge I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I feel vibrationally minimized around my family. Thank you for sharing that. Someone else said, afraid of others' judgment if I step fully into showcasing my abilities. That, Sarah, maybe, where'd you go, Sarah? I see you. Maybe to do with, sometimes they call it the witch wound, you know? I may also clear a karmic pattern around persecution today to do with other timelines. And if I do, that will help however it needs. Farina, I can judge myself harshly at times, and others, it makes me feel separate from others. Right. And we don't want to feel separate. We want to feel that we are as connected as possible. When we are being, so just want to quickly say this, and hopefully this period, all of it, whatever is helpful for you, take it. And some parts are going to super relate, and some parts might not, and that is okay. So, anyway, no matter what has happened to us, if we've had something quite harsh happen to us and felt very separate from others, or separate, like I have to close myself off, I have to make sure that no one can hurt me, and I'm just gonna maybe not be so vulnerable. When we're doing that, we're actually blocking our receiving energy. So it's really important to keep that open. And the way to keep that open is to allow yourself to feel safe, to be seen, to be loved, and to do healing around that masculine energy versus feminine energy, and also around a space of it's okay if other people see me. It's okay if I see me. Because we show up in all places. And like, I do this with people all over the world, but I also am a Disney loving human, and I am absolutely more weird than normal. Like allowing yourself to be yourself. I mean, truly, I was singing to Moana prior to this. Shameless. Anyway, um, judgment makes me put my shields up and get on the defensive automatically. Totally. Versus, I love myself. I accept myself no matter what. Even when I mess up, even when I make mistakes, even when people don't understand me. That right there could make a difference. Amy, I feel you, I feel you, I feel you. Not good enough to receive my worth, money, and love. So much of the theme of right now, so much of the theme of also what's opening is about self worth. It's about seeing you're freaking worthy of everything, even if it's never happened before, even if it's brand new, even if it's been so different from the life you've had. You are worthy of exactly what you want, of what fills your cup. I'll try to read as many as I can, and then we probably will start. It lowers my energy. I have been in business for 18 years and see others that have been in less time and have done more. I lost my dad, ooh, and made things difficult for me to do business the way I used to. Angela, I would send so much love to you and say that there's probably also some healing to do around the loss that would be really beneficial for you. But that comparison to other people, we can't compare ourselves to other people. I know this is harder than it sounds like, of course, but I want to. Your journey is your journey. There are people, I don't have, facts ready for this, but there are people out there that have been, wildly famous come like age 60. Okay. Or people who have, written their big book at age 55, or people who have had their big financial breakthrough at like age 65. Time, according to source, doesn't exist. It gets to happen for us at exactly the right time. And you are exactly the right moment, is the better way to word it. You are worthy of it now. And the more that you feel in your body and allow yourself to receive, I am worthy of it right now, the more it can come to you. Yeah. Someone said they've been judged for following their path. That happens to a lot of people. And so I just would say, just keep sticking to your truth. Because even if nobody in your world right now understands you, you will attract the people that do, even if it's 2 years later. I remember for the longest time, I was like, God, I don't fit in with the people around me. What do? I don't fit in with them. And then I was like, you know what? This friendship feels draining. This friendship feels draining. This feels like it's not serving me. So I actually kind of isolated myself a bit and I worked on myself and I gave myself care. And guess what happened? This year, I have attracted people that understand my heart for the first time in my life. So dare to be you. Dare to be you. I dare you, to be so unabashedly you that good things can't help but find you, including good people. If I, woo, Amy. Oh, I felt that right in my heart chakra. Oh, um, that's related to judgment. It's something bigger than that. It's something bigger than that. Whew, 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 whew. Let's see. We're gonna start healing super, super soon, guys. Don't worry. But this like beginning to unearth it starts the healing. Let's be real, it does. I am judged for thinking differently due to being awake and on a different frequency. That's what I'm saying. Like, not everybody's going to understand you, but don't try to fit into the spaces don't serve you. When we try to push someone, you've got to understand this. You've got to understand this. You've got to understand this. What happens? We push, and then what happens? We end up out of alignment. Not everybody is ready. It's not your responsibility to make somebody else ready for what you understand. It's your responsibility to be your divine badass self and stay in your divine badass lane and continue to show up for yourself. That's all. And what's so amazing is that sometimes, a family member, for example, 5 years later will be like, I found myself in the bookshop and I bought a book on witchcraft or a book on self healing or a book on frequency. And you're like, it will happen when it's supposed to for that person. Almost done reading. Let's see. Had a therapist ask me, when was the last time I felt safe? I asked her if that was oh, Amy, you've got some major root chakra stuff, my love. Yes, 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 yes. I'm certain that you're not the only one, and I really, really value togetherness. So, can you raise your hand if you've ever felt like something made you feel unsafe? Probably everybody, right? So, root chakra, sacral chakra, I'm wearing orange for all the sacral. Allowing yourself to feel naturally safe from within comes from healing patterns and lifetimes where we didn't feel safe, patterns and lifetimes where we had to um, just survive or just get by when that's not what life is about. Life is about absolutely thriving. So know that it's possible to change that. Ooh, Melinda, that is some deep sacral clearing that would be really, really, really beneficial for you, which again is going to affect our safety. Okay. Oh, thank you, Dania. Beautiful. I think let's start. It's been an amazing conversation, but let's do a little bit together and just be open. And also to say, you are in control. Okay. So if anything we do feels like too much and you feel like I need to stop, you can either mute me or you can leave and come back to it. No pressure. Okay. So let us find a space of comfort. Let us find a space of relaxation and let's go in. Okay. Let's go in. Probably will take between 10 and 25 minutes for this part. And then we will talk a little and then we'll share how we can work together. But let's just let it flow and asking my team if anything is too loud as I sing or something, just let me know. Okay, everyone take a deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale down the body. I really believe in breathing with direction. So allowing yourself to find a grounded space below the earth. I want you to picture this green energy from below the earth, maybe below your seat, below the floor. Picture that green energy. Inhale from the earth, inhale. Seeing that green light fill your entire being, nourishing your entire being, and breathing that Exhale, exhale, exhale down the body. Finding that earth space, allowing yourself to close your eyes and completely be present. You are safe here. You are safe here. Continuing to inhale from the earth. Inhale. Exhale down. And I want you to just picture that you're growing roots into the planet like a tree. I'm growing roots into the planet. And maybe you decide what color your roots look like. Maybe they're like purple, multicolored, cool looking roots. Maybe they're green tree roots. Let them flow into the earth. Inhaling again from the earth. Inhale. Exhale down. Beautiful. I just want to set some intentions while we're here. Continuing to keep your eyes closed, allowing yourself to go into meditation space, slowing down your breathing. I set the intention that all feel safe here. I set the intention that all feel held. I ask for my benevolent archangels, loved ones, and guides to be present with us, to guide this. I ask for your benevolent archangels, loved ones, and guides, even if you've never met with them before, to be present. May we be guided with love. May we be guided for our highest good. May all healing we do today, may it be for your highest good. Exactly what you are ready for today. Not too much, not too little, just that first glimpse in. I state that I am safe and protected. I state that I am safe and protected. And they're showing me a waterfall, so just letting that water energy begin to cleanse your aura, giving permission for me to do energy healing with you. Seeing that water flow down the very top of your head, your star chakra, which is above your head, to your crown, to your third eye, to your throat, to your heart, to your solar, to your sacral, to your root, and down into the earth. And just responding to whichever one of you just said this out loud in your mind's eye. Someone said this. You are enough. I am enough. I plant that seed today, even if it's my first time. I am enough. I am more than enough. I allow myself to receive. I allow myself to let go. I allow myself to be guided with the sweetness of care around me. And so, beginning to visualize, we walk through a forest. And in this forest, rather than falling leaves, I see falling rose petals. Beautiful falling rose petals that align the path ahead. Beautiful falling rose petals. And maybe put yourself in something that feels really great to wear, like a flowing dress or a gown. Allowing yourself to go in with love. And every step forward, sinking more and more deeply into the earth, sinking more and more deeply into a theta state, you allow yourself to feel present and cared for and abundant and loved. Cared for, you are cared for, you are cared for, you are cared for. And it's kind of like a fall day. It feels close to the time we're in. Feels like maybe a few weeks ago, like 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. And as you step up to
Chou, faut que tu manges.
you ask if you muted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we step forward into the rose petal space. And one more deep breath in, inhale. Exhale, letting go. Surrounding yourself by light and peace. I allow myself to surround myself with light and peace, light and peace, light and peace. You approach a doorway of a sacred golden temple. This is your space. This is your temple. This is your gateway. And just greet the doorway, this beautiful blue color of this doorway. It's like a cobalt blue. And you feel the warmth beyond the door greeting you. And you open the doorway, stepping in through the door. Also, to say as a heads up, you'll hear me snap sometimes. Don't be alarmed. You open the doorway now. And you find yourself in this golden temple of sacred space. This golden temple of sacred space, which is surrounded by so much light, you immediately feel filled with love. You feel filled with reassurance. You feel filled with peace. And the very first thing that we decide to give some healing to, because when we enter this golden temple, we see like this beautiful water fountain in the middle that allows ourselves to cleanse, allows us to cleanse, allows us to cleanse. And so we really target this pressure of feeling like it's too late, feeling like I've done something wrong. And we allow ourselves to better let that go. So let us inhale into where that feeling is staying in our body and then exhale it, please. Inhale. Exhale, 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 mouth open. I allow myself to release all perceptions of being too late, all fear of being too late, all fears of missing the bus. I allow myself to release this. We're going to need to do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Out of all timelines, I allow myself to release my primary perception of being too late for what I want. I allow myself to shed the layers of feeling too late for what I want. I allow myself to let this go with love. I fill myself with compassion. I fill myself with rose light. I fill myself with green light. I fill myself with understanding and self-forgiveness. Inhale. Exhale. I allow myself to release all fears of being too late. I allow myself to release all fears of making mistakes or having regrets over the way things have gone before. Ooh, that feels very heavy. So I'm going to start to sing to move this energy. I break all ties with this energy. I want you to see a string of this energy, you to this energy, letting yourself cut this tie. 1, 2, 3. Letting yourself cut that tie. What I'm seeing is that some of us are being held back by things that are actually trying, like almost like old cords, old wounds, like we're trying to step forward and something's just like pulling us back. And I want us to stay, I allow myself to be free. I allow myself to be free. I allow myself to be free from spaces that don't serve me, from energy that doesn't serve me anymore. I allow myself to break the bonds of time. I allow myself to release this into light of the highest vibration. If there's one regret that comes to your mind that's been holding you back, I want you to allow yourself to see that in your mind's eye now. And I want you to send it love and send it understanding. Send yourself in that time understanding. Hey, self, I love you. I forgive you. It's okay that you didn't know. It's okay that it could have gone differently. I love you. I forgive you. It's okay. I love you. I forgive you. It's okay. I want you to send this memory white, pink light, white, pink light, white, pink light. Send this memory white, pink light, white, pink light, white, pink light. Bringing in understanding, bringing in understanding, bringing in understanding, bringing in compassion, bringing in compassion, bringing in compassion. So, whatever this regret is, asking Source how they want us to call it. I no longer tie myself down with past regrets. Inhale, exhale. I hereby no longer tie myself down with past regrets. I allow myself the freedom. Ooh, someone released something. Well done, whoever you were. I allow myself to free up myself from past regrets. Let's do it again. Inhale, exhale. I allow myself the freedom to free myself up from past regrets, past, present, parallel, future. I hereby send forgiveness to myself, to my family, to all that have been affected by whatever regret I'm ready to release today. Out of all past, present, parallel, and future timelines, I allow myself to free myself from regrets today. I release this into light, into light, into light, into light, into light. Bring it into the highest dimension possible. Bring it into the highest dimension possible. Bring it into the highest dimension possible. Ooh. Bringing in love to the self, 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 bringing in love to the self. We're going to go into more of a karma space, and we're going to say a prayer. I'm going to say a prayer. I identify with my truest self, my divine nature, which is beyond all form, and I shine brightly and radiantly, filling myself with love, filling myself with compassion, filling myself with gratitude, filling myself with self-forgiveness. And I ask to release all karmic patterns and all past, present, parallel, and future timelines that have held me back as I am ready to today. With love, with love, with love. And I call upon those of the highest high and those that are in line with the movement and growth of humanity, as well as the divine and radiant healer within me. Within me, within me. I call upon the healer within me. Ooh, this is loud for this group. I call upon the healer within me. Ooh, I feel fire. I call upon the healer within me. I'll ask her to step forward, to step in, to step in, to step in. You radiant, powerful being. I call upon the highest healer within me. And I state that I am ready. I am ready, willing, and able on behalf of my family. I am ready, willing, and able. I am ready, willing, and able. I am ready, willing, and able. You are loved. 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 You are powerful beyond measure. You are powerful beyond measure. You are powerful beyond measure. I have chills in my whole body right now. You are powerful beyond measure. You are powerful beyond measure. You are loved, my dear. You are loved. You are loved. We are all here beside you, around you, supporting you every single day, whether you know that we're here or not. And we are ready. 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 I abide in my authentic self. I am whole. I am free. I am awake. And so, for all who are ready, I ask to release the karmic pattern of persecution. And anytime I've ever been murdered for being myself or judged for being myself, huge breath in, inhale, exhale, asking to release all karmic patterns of execution, letting that leave. Out of all past, present, parallel, and future timelines, I ask to release all karmic patterns of execution, asking for it to leave your light body, leave your light body, leave your body, to go into the light. I hereby ask for all karmic patterns of execution to lift into light, into light, into light, into light, into light. This is no longer my path. This is no longer my path. This is no longer my path. This is no longer my pathway. Stay grounded, friends. You're doing amazing. This is no longer my path. This is no longer my path. I release it out of all blueprints, out of all blueprints, out of all beliefs, out of all beliefs, out of all belief systems, out of all fears, out of all perceptions. I no longer let this hold me back. I switch timelines. I switch timelines. I switch timelines. I switch timelines to my highest aligned timeline, to my highest aligned. I allow myself to be aligned. I give myself gratitude for how far I've come. I give myself gratitude. I am aligned. I am aligned. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I am supported. I am supported. I am supported. I release all grief from this particular system. Inhale. Kofaruchora arut peremyoti sanchawina pentundo. Ooh, lo rubao, lo rubao, lo rubao. I end all karmic ties to execution. If you see any strings, I want you to cut them in your mind's eye, like with a sword or scissors, as you like. As you see this fall away from your aura, fall away from your aura, fall away from your aura, fall away from your chakras, you bring in loving, compassionate light. My whole body vibrated, guys. I don't know about you. Damn. We're going to release one more big one, and then we're going to go to something a little bit more fun, and then we're going to be done. I allow myself to release a layer of my hunger for recognition. I allow myself to target this wherever this lies in my timelines. I allow myself to find the place that I have a hunger to be seen, a hunger to be acknowledged, a hunger to be recognized, a hunger to be rewarded, a hunger to be heard. Find it. Inhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. I allow myself to release my primary hunger for recognition out of all past, present, parallel, and future timelines. I allow myself to release, this is deep. I allow myself to release a piece that I'm ready today of my hunger for recognition. I see like someone unearthing something, like lifting it from the ground. I allow myself to release this from my root chakra. Oh, I am safe. 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 I am free. I am free. I am free. I allow myself to release the hunger for recognition from my root chakra. Ooh. I release the places that this ties to my family. I no longer need to take on my family's karma for this. That's a bigger one. I won't go too far into that or we'd be here all night. Ooh. From my root chakra and my heart chakra, I release my primary hunger for recognition. I release my primary hunger for recognition. I hereby recognize myself. I hereby recognize the inner woman in me. I hereby recognize the inner little girl, the inner little boy. If you're watching this and I don't know that you're here, I allow myself to realize the inner person in me, the inner child in me. I recognize them. I let them know you are amazing. I let them know you are right on time. 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 You are worthy. You are enough. 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 I am worthy. I am enough. I am worthy. I am enough. I am worthy. I am enough. I expand in my most radiant power. I am worthy. I am enough. 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 I feel like you're supposed to sing with me, so hopefully everyone's on mute. I think so. Yeah, I think so. I am enough. Repeat after me. I am enough. I am enough. Again. 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 I am enough. I am enough. Again, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I bring gold to my whole body. I am enough. I am enough. I bring gold to my root chakra. I am enough. I am enough. To my sacral. I am enough. I am enough. To my root, I am enough. I am enough. To my solar plexus, I am enough. I was always enough. Again, I am enough. I was always enough. To my root chakra, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. To my heart chakra, I am enough to be loved. I am enough. I am enough to be loved for who I am. Again, I am enough to be loved for who I am. For all that I am enough. For all that I am enough. To your throat chakra, my voice is enough. My voice is enough. My thoughts and ideas, I am enough. Bringing gold to your throat chakra, picturing it covered in gold, sparkly, beautiful gold. You are made of gold. My voice is enough. My voice is enough. My voice is free. My voice is enough. Bring it all the way to your higher chakras, to your third eye, to your crown. My wisdom is enough. My wisdom is enough. I am enough to hear the guidance of light. I am enough to hear the guidance of light. Of light. Bring it to the whole being. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I want you to see yourself spun with gold, 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 spun with gold. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you all. We've got mostly new people here, and that was some deep stuff. Bringing that gold all the way down, all the way down. Inhale. Exhale into the earth. I want you to extend thanks to yourself right now. That's really, really important. That's coming in very loudly. I extend thanks to my inner being for being brave enough to show up, for being brave enough to try something new, or experiencing whatever clearing I just did, for bravely making a decision that I begin to go on the pathway of I am enough, or deeper along that path. I extend so much gratitude for my inner being, for every year she's ever lived, for everything she's ever been through, for everything that ever made her doubt. I send gratitude to myself. Thank you. You are powerful beyond measure. Everything is possible for you. It is never too late. Whatever it is that you seek, that you want, you can have it. I believe in you, self. I believe in you. We are all behind you. You are radiance, you are light, you are love, you are infinite. Never forget that. Amen. And when you're ready, come back. We went through a portal, guys. Take your time, but when you're ready, please use the chat. And for just 5 minutes, please share about your experience. Please share the truth of your experience. Was it hard? Was it easy? Was it profound for you? Was it amazing? Was it difficult? Something that came up. I won't read them all out loud, but I love to read what people say. You all experienced karma clearing today. Yeah, it was. Mm. Beautiful. I love reading these. Wow. Oh my God. Yawning is super normal. I yawn, I burp when I clear. All sorts of weird stuff. Ooh, yep. Part of the purpose of going in through meditation, guys, by the way, is to get the self ready. The self has to be in a certain space to receive it. Something that was weighing heavily lifted. Beautiful. Mm. Angela, I cried during the time that time was mentioned. What does that mean? If you get, specific spots that really touch you, that's usually because that's the part that you need the most. That's recognition. That's a good thing. That's a great thing. I love a karma clearing cry. I love it. It's the best kind of release. I'm like, yes, let's just get it out. Let's get it out. Let's get it out. Let's go. That's fantastic. That means to me that that's been something really heavily weighing on you that you've shed a layer of today. So well done. Amazing. I'm so amazed how fast I slip into the clearing. Yeah, the more you do of this work, the faster you get in. I remember when I first started, it would take me a while and I'd be like, huh? And then like now I'm like, I'm there. Um Angela, I hope I did. Yes. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, good. Uh Someone said their whole body was vibrating. There's so many ways that source shows energy and allows us to feel it, right? So like when I'm clearing stuff, I when something successfully is clearing, my body will also vibrate and I'll feel like sometimes like layers just lifting, lifting, lifting. I will never forget the story that she's not here sadly today because she's on vacation today, but there's a team member of mine that's been working with me for so long that she'll do the programs too, right? And like the full programs. And she was like, okay, well, I just decided to plug into your healing, and I wasn't in the class, and I felt the relief. Like she was like with her kid at the time, she was with her baby. And she's like, I felt the lifts, and I wasn't even there, and I was like, that's wild. Um, Sarah, that was the confirming cherry on top of all the clearing I've done on myself. Oh my God, I'm so beautiful. Mwah. Beautiful, beautiful. And you happen to show up today. That's always aligned, right? Beautiful. Melinda, I feel an intensity on my left side of my throat chakra. That was a real healing. Yeah, I did not hold back today, friends. I mean, it was not a full, it's not like what you get in a program or a mastermind. That's much more. But we did do karma clearing today. And I don't often do that for free. So you guys are very, very lucky because I wanted this to be like an open house. I wanted this to be this is what we do in Moon Rising. This is what's possible. And if you do this intensely over, not intensely, but if you do this consistently in, larger programs, larger masterminds, whatever it may be, the membership over time, you're going to literally be living a whole different reality in a few months to a year, or whatever it may be, in your divine timing, because this work, like we've experienced release, but it fucking pays off. Pardon my French, but it does. I get it passionate. Profound, someone said. Uh, Profound. The need for recognition is within my sacral. I could talk about that all day, my gosh. Beautiful. The recognition, that was so good. I needed that. Angela, I cut some cords. Can it really be that easy? Yes. Yes, it can. Yeah. Yes, it can. It doesn't have to be hard. We like I think we all make it too complicated, self-included sometimes. But also like chords, I mean, we could talk about chords for hours, and I won't because I'm going to try to keep this I'm going to try to wrap up this part as soon as I can, but we have chords with everything. We have chords with the person that we're close. We have chords with people we have sex with. We have chords with karmic patterns, but it doesn't have to be any more complicated than cutting the chords. But sometimes what's really important and powerful is having somebody there to help you know that there's chords, because someone like myself can see, hear, feel, know. And so I too, like, I can't necessarily find every chord with me, but another healer can. Does that make sense? But yeah, it doesn't have to be hard. Um, yeah, the power of visualization is real. Tracy, I had lower back pain move up my back to the right side of my spine. I still feel it, but most of it left me. So karmic clearing and this kind of clearing is deep. We've already seen this, right? But it is, if I could try to describe it, like this never ending web. We did a tiny piece of one part of the web around judgment and worthiness, right? Tied to us divinely showing up. If we were to zoom out, that has so many more parts of it. And then that connects to other parts that have other parts to it, and so on and so forth and so on. And so the way that we get massive change with this work is to clear as much of parts of the web as we can and then just keep going. And you know that you've successfully done that when you see yourself show up for something differently, or you see a pain leave, whatever it may be. So certainly this was not meant to heal your whole world in a day. I'm a great magician of healers, but I can't do that. Nobody can. But over time, the clients of mine that have stayed around for a while and done a lot of work with me in multiple things, and even sometimes just one big program or mastermind, they get big results because it is consistent and getting bigger parts of the puzzle. Hope that makes sense. If the body wants to shake, that's probably some significant healing is needed there in the lower chakras. Marie, I love that. Feeling calmer, feeling easy, feeling. Sarah said that, and then I belch. yeah. Release is weird, right? Ooh, as I hit my singing bowl. I didn't use it tonight, but I've got like singing bowls. I've got a shroot box. We've got a whole thing here. Anyway, that is day one of the introduction of this. And so you've all, it's just like welcome into the world of possibilities. I know a lot of people, they're like, I had no idea what it was. And then follow your gut, follow your heart. If you felt something today, if you felt something major, then doing this work would be, yes, you can, of course. It's going to be up on the Facebooks, up on, you know what I mean, on email, as far as I remember from my team. But this is a slice of the iceberg, really, truly. So there's going to be another free event the 26th, another one on the 28th. And 26th will be more karmic work. 28th is going to be more like activation type work. But also today is a huge day because it's the grand opening of the mastermind I'm running, which is the deepest way, the biggest way to work with me from the last year up through about mid next year at minimum. So I just want to set the invitation that if you'd like to hear about this, to please stay another 5, 6, 7 minutes. And if not, if potentially signing on to something or potentially investing in something right now is a solid no in the body, it's more than okay to go. But if you'd like to hear about how to work together, I'd like to walk you through it rather than jumping to the link yet, even though I saw my team but no worries. If you got to go, that's totally fine. And Rachel has worked with me officially before anyway, so it's all good. So my friends, as I said, here's that exit portal. If you want to exit, it's fine. And if you want to see how to work together, please stay on a few minutes. I have to get the link and everything up myself. So just in general, there have been many ways to work with me on a deeper level for a long time at all. I want to say this as well. It exists in all price points. I think that's really important to share. And my determination is that it is something that someone can do in all capacities that they're in. The one that I'm going to share right now is of the mid to high price point because it is very high touch, very high support, very high level. So if you're at a point where you're like, I'm freaking ready for as much growth, as much expansion, as much magic in my life as possible, as much, results in my life as possible, then this may be for you, because it's just a fact that I can't actually work with people at very high capacity anymore because I'm beginning to get asked to sing on gigantic opera stages. Holy shit, really cool. And I share that because there's parts of my dream life in all capacities that are waking up right now. And because of that, I really feel I want to bring those destiny codes, because I'm literally living it right now. It's wild behind the scenes. Like even this morning, I woke up to a crazy text of things happening, like singing in Dresden Opera possibly. And I'm like, what's happening? Oh my God, don't tell anyone. Anyway, so I want to take the people that are ready the people that are like, it's time for me. I want to take you to your next level now because I'm literally activated in dream life. And so I want to take you to your next space in dream life. That feels fucking electric. That feels great. So let us. Oh, I saw. What did. Oh, Sarah, thank you. You sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Kristen, can you make me a host again, please? Thank you all for your patience with tech. But I actually might finish in this. I'm proud of. We did that much actually fairly fast, so that is a win. Okay. Yes, you can see Disney in the background. Told you. Shamelessly me and proud. Okay, so this is my newest creation. I'm so proud of this. I have all sorts of programs of the past. I also have never run a live program the exact same way twice. That's something I just don't want to do because I really believe in the moment is the moment. And so I've just never done that. That's never been how I work. So this has never existed before and will never exist live again. Programs I've done in the past that you read about results in, etc. A lot of those were larger, not all of them. A lot of them were like 50, 60, 70 people. No, I think our highest was like 66 in Clear Reborn. And so that has an incredible power to it, but you can't do individualized support within that container. Whereas this one, we actually can because it is going to be only 16 people, not including my team. And also, just to be super open, I shared this with a few alumni, and there's already 6 to 7 people that are like, I want a spot. So almost half the spots are already taken, and it hasn't launched until now. So you guys are the first to officially, though, hear about it besides alums. So it's a 6-week mastermind to activate your highest frequency of inner power and destiny. Why not invest in biohacking your life? And you gotta love the gold. So today we talked about you are enough. I really, really, really want to not just touch on that in this. I want to go all in it. I want everybody that leaves this experience, this full experience of 6 weeks together, 6 weeks, twice a week, to be so in their power, so in their confidence that anything that they decide to do feels safer, feels like, yes, sign me up. So this is for you if you're already at a certain place where you feel safe enough to do more and you know you have big dreams, but you know that you could use support. You know that this was something, as I said, if this touched you, if you felt something big from this or something from this, then this is the catapult to help you through. Destiny is knocking at your door. Knock, knock, knock. And there's me doing my thing. And then you can read about all the stuff I've done. Not to make it about me, not about me, but I really do believe that embodiment is important. And then you can see more crazy, amazing things that clients have done. Soul Purpose Career, commissions, dream home, best trade yet in business, income increases. But no matter what it is, and it's not always money, just being open, it is becoming you. And when you become more and more and more powerfully you, all doors open. All doors. So it is me openly sharing that the way I've gotten to where I am is through doing this work. It's through karma clearing. I've been doing this consistently since 2017, guys. And if you knew me before I did this, oh, I wouldn't have had the guts to be on a live with you. Let me tell you, I was like shy. I like no one would know of my singing. You know, I'd be singing in small churches, and that would be it because I'd be afraid of getting myself out there. Whereas now I'm literally, as I said, speaking to some of the biggest opera houses in the world, which is bananas to me and really, really fun. So it's all about the golden dress, the golden goddess. We will have a guest healer. Does anybody here know Desiree Garcia? I wonder. She is one of my best friends. She is incredible. She's like unconditional love in shiny human form. And she is someone that works a lot with VIP retreats. So she's not that heavy on social media, but she did share with me that anybody can reach out to her and say hi if you want to get to know who the guest healer would be, because she will do 2 activation classes. So how it's structured is 6 weeks. You're probably wondering, when does it start? It will start in November, either early to mid. Once I have everybody in the container, we'll make the final decisions. And I do my best to find a scheduled time that works for everybody across all time zones. I know that sounds crazy, but it has happened. I've also had clients from like Australia, all over. So week 1, that would be important for a lot of people that came today. The home and custom. So it's a chance to take your journey and bring it into it. That's really important to me for something like this because, as I said, it's only 16 people. So everybody gets to help shape it, which is amazing, versus like 50, 60 people. And then we'll go, the second part of the week will be activating. What do I mean by activating? The second part of what we did today was like a little bit of an activation. It's when we're elevating our frequency. So we're clearing, releasing, elevating, clearing, releasing, elevating, so that we can match our truest self. So I won't read all of them because, of course, you can read them. But really, the purpose of this whole container is self worth, inner power, and connecting to the God light within. The more that we are connected to our true source, our true north, the more that we are guided, the more that we don't fear, the more that we are truly ourselves because we're just, showing up as like, the human vessel of who we are as a soul. And that's so, so, so key. So these are the, I also think that this class will be big for a lot of people. If, because someone did mention this, I'm not going to say names, but someone mentioned, pardon the potentially triggering word, someone mentioned a rape. Okay. If you are someone who has been through something quite substantial, we all, I mean, not all, many of us have. I have too. Okay. Honesty space here. Getting the energy of that shifted out of your body, out of all timelines, can be really transformative. And reclaiming our power when someone has taken that power away is so big. And that's something we'll be doing in that class. Um, I'm very passionate about week 4 because after finally really truly, getting this and embodying this, I met a soul connection and not like an ego connection in a masculine. And truly, sky's the limit when we completely open. So group rituals are also really fun. I love to run these. Oh, and the other big important thing to say is you will have a chance to chat with myself and Des when she's on one in the group in this container. And this is the only thing I run where that's really possible because it is a smaller group. 16 spots only. That's it. So there you are. Those are the investment levels to share. And you can read more testimonials, lots of testimonials. You can see what inspired it. And I love that one too. And then there's tons and tons and tons of frequently asked questions, which of course you can read on your own time. But all to say, because it is the opening day, everybody is able to get 7% off as a token thank you. And also super important, if you sign up today, if you decide, you know what, I want to trust myself. And I know, by the way, many of you are new. So you're like, I know that's a lot to be like the first thing, maybe I would do it. My DMs are open. You can have conversations with me. My purpose tonight is to hold space for those who are thinking about this and who've just been through what you've just been through. And so, as I said, today you'll get 7% off. And in addition to that, anyone that decides to go for it, I will do a free 30-minute one-on-one session for you, which is worth 1,000, where I would do specifically your patterns and your story in addition as a gift, just to say thank you for trusting yourself and going for it if it feels aligned. And if it doesn't, no pressure. But if this feels right, trust yourself. As I said, almost half the spots have already been verbally claimed, not officially claimed yet. But tonight's a good night to ask myself, am I willing to jump over the hoop and up over the line and go for it? And as I said, if you've got any questions, my DMs are open. One more thing, Kristen, can you drop the discount codes? Thank you. One step ahead of me. She's the best. Someone said my first child was a product of such. Oof. Deep healing to do there, my friend. Amy, where are you? Oh, I see you. Yeah. Any big trauma that we are aware of that we can clear from our energy, even if it's our families, will be tremendous for us and them. So we say recognition and say thank you for sharing that, and that it would be an honor to help the healing of that. Yeah, sending so much love. Okay, my dears, well done. Please share in Moon Rising in the group how your experience was, what your takeaway was, and see you at minimum on the 26th and 28th. And again, My DMs are open. I am Emily Moon on Facebook. Hopefully, everybody knows that. And feel free to write if I can help you just make the decision on whether you want to go through, or even if you're like, this was a crazy journey today. What the hell happened? That's fine too. Okay. So much love. Thank you. Sending love to everybody. Thank you for being brave today. Incredible souls just diving right in. Diving right in. Super proud. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. Okay, my dears. Good night. Good night. Good night.